My name is Jonni-Lyn Friel, and I am a 500-hour registered yoga teacher as well as a prenatal teacher. And I would like to invite you to join me for our 85-hour certified pre- and postnatal training. It begins in November, 4 days November, 4 days at the beginning of December. So I'd like to answer a few questions. I've had a lot of questions about it, and give you a little overview of what we're going to be covering. So this training is for yoga teachers. You must be a certified yoga teacher in order to take part in it and get your certification. It is 85 hours, which means it's a fair amount of work, and some of the work is on your own. There are 2 books that you have to read and write reports on them. There will be 4 homework assignments, 2 prenatal class sessions covering everything that we've learned in the prenatal, and then 2 postnatal class templates, just to make sure that you know exactly what's going on and you've taken all the information and you're creating safe, effective classes for mums and mums-to-be. So the training that I took it in London with Apple Yoga with Katie Appleton, and it was amazing. It completely changed the way I thought about teaching prenatal yoga and postnatal, and gave me an amazing amount of ideas and things to put into the training. So I've incorporated a lot of these things into the training because I was very inspired by her, Katie Appleton. She's an amazing teacher. And then as well, I am a mum, and there was a lot of things that I learned just through experience during both pre and postnatally, and I'll also be bringing some of these things in. We will be having a midwife who will come and speak about the physical anatomy, and someone who's a little bit more qualified than I am to be able to talk about exactly what happens during pregnancy and after pregnancy in the body, the different systems of the body, anatomically, your reproductive system. There's a lot that happens. And it is important, I believe, for yoga teachers to be able to have a pretty good knowledge of this. We're dealing with a bit of a vulnerable population when we deal with prenatal women, and it's important to be able to know when they come to you and ask you something that you have some information and can also tell them where to go, but also you're able to speak their language. So this training will be in English. The anatomy will be in both Greek and English. If you need translation, please contact me. In order to be accepted into the program, you must fill out the application, and the application is on the website, www.namahayogaschool.com. Go to the prenatal training. It is there in both Greek and English, and I'm asking a little bit about you and your history, about training, so that I can know where you are, and also it asks if you need a translator on that. And so just fill all of that out. In the prenatal, we will be learning some anatomy and some of the common things that happen during pregnancy. You will be learning how to sequence through all of the different trimesters of pregnancy. We will be learning how to use breath work, what breath work is good to use and not so great to use, why. Be learning how to incorporate it into your training. This is a vinyasa style of prenatal training, and I think that's important to know. If you come from other traditions, that's fine. However, what I have found and learned is that during prenatal, it doesn't mean we're doing a lot of chaturangas. What it means is that it feels better to keep moving when you're pregnant rather than statically hold a pose. Hatha yoga is wonderful, and I do love it, but when pregnant and teaching prenatal classes, I find vinyasa works much better because the body is carrying a lot of extra weight. So we don't stop, we don't move through the whole class. We have stops, so we have small breaks, right? We do kramas, they're called. So we do a small section of movement, and then we will have a break, right? So a flowing movement and break, and the more pregnant you are, the more higher in the months you are, maybe you'll take longer breaks. Okay, so there is breaks, but there is also movement. The body needs to move, especially when it's pregnant. Okay. We will be doing a little bit on partner work so that moms can do it and start to also connect with other moms and help out each other. We will be using mudras and how to use hand gestures in the class. Theming is very important, and also really, really important. It changes the way you teach, and especially in prenatal. There is so much going on. So for you to be able to pull everything together and have a theme, right? Maybe from the chakras, which we'll be learning about, or from some affirmations, or even the mudras, breath work, but be able to pull all of it together, because it's a really deep time of contemplation when you're pregnant. You really start to go inwards and start to experience a lot of things. So this teaching is not just a physical practice of prenatal, at least not the way I've learned it and the way I am teaching you. I would like you to bring in all the elements of yoga, and it makes such a difference. It really does. Honestly, I've just seen it makes a huge difference rather than just teaching the poses. Okay? So we're going to be adding all of these different elements into the practice. So this is with prenatal. In postnatal, we'll be covering, this is in December, a few different areas. First of all, I have a Pilates background as well, and I have found that it is just imperative to be able to understand some of the basic ideas and movements from Pilates, because what you're doing in your postnatal body when you're teaching is you're starting to bring strength from the inside out, okay? Because this is where we've lost the strength. Say hi.
Out.
I know. Come here and say hi. This is my postnatal. You say hi, Nidea? Hi. We did yoga together when you were a baby? Yeah. You still do yoga now? That's right. That's yoga. Good job. Good balancing.
I don't go.
Okay, you go over there and let Mommy finish the video. So in a postnatal body, there's a whole new structure of the body that now your students have to learn about and learn how to work with, and you have to know about so that you can teach properly. We're building strength from the inside out, and it takes a long time, okay? Which I didn't know until I went through the process myself. 6 weeks, no problem, I'll be back. It's not. It takes a lot longer. And it is so important to be able to understand and teach the very small, precise movements that start to build strength from the inside of the body before you start to move on the outside of the body. Moms are tired. Postnatally, you're tired. You're physically tired, you're tired from taking care of your kid, this new experience, it's emotional, it's incredible, it's exhausting, okay? So postnatal classes are a whole nother way to teach. You're going to learn how to use props, how to use the concept very much of pulling in and lifting up. Okay? When we're pregnant, we're very much about opening. Postnatally, it's about drawing everything in and lifting up. Okay? And we will, again, not be using static poses as well in this part of the training. And a lot about being positive, right? Body positivity, not feeling bad about the fact that your body does not look the way it did a year ago. It's impossible. Learning how to take care of it, listen to it, right? Being postnatal, it's a long time. It's a long journey. Really, in my opinion, your body, you are still postnatal at least 6 to 9 months afterwards. Really. So it's so important for you as a teacher to be able to give your students that permission to take the time that they need before they get their body back. They're going through so much. We will also be working on themes, and we will be covering basically about 3 different sections, let's say, in the postnatal part. Number 1 is you will be able to teach a postnatal class to just moms, okay, with no babies involved, so that you have a very clear understanding of what it is you want to teach and how to teach it to moms. So that might work for privates. You can also have just a postnatal class specifically for moms. The other thing that we'll be teaching is postnatal classes, including babies, but still the focus on the moms. Okay, so it's a bit of a differentiation. So the focus is on the moms, however the babies are included, and we will do some baby yoga. We will do some baby massage with the babies, but again the focus is mostly on the moms. And then the third style that we'll be doing is very much focused on the babies. So the moms definitely always should get some love and some attention and do some work, but this is more of a focus on really together, the moms and the babies together, and working a lot with the babies and doing massage and songs, and it's fun, it's beautiful, it's a lovely thing to be able to offer. And then very often the babies have such a great time that they fall asleep, and you can do a little bit more deeper relaxation and work with the mums at the end. Yes. So, to go over it again, this in order to join this program, you must fill out the application and as well send me a scan of your 200-hour certificate. There are 2 books that is on the website that you must read and write a book report. It is best if you read it beforehand, but if you don't, it's fine. However, in order to get your certificate and graduate, you have to have read the books and sent me a 1-page review of the books. And you also have 4 homework assignments due, which are 4 class plans, 2 prenatal, 2 postnatal, as well as attending the entire course. So the entire course must be attended. You can't miss a day. If you can miss up to about 4 hours, however, these 4 hours have to be discussed with me beforehand, and they have to be made up, and they have to be made up through privately teaching me. So that would be an added expense if you have to miss it. So if you have to miss it due to work or something else, then perhaps it's best to wait for the next time around. Or we can work together one-on-one to figure it out. I think that's it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm very excited about this training. I was so inspired in London, and I couldn't wait to come home and create it and pull these different people and ideas and things that I met together for all of you. So namaste. Hope to hear from you.